friends. Okay. Hello. Oh my goodness. Hi. Okay. I'm just going to start with a quick moment of truth because, oh my goodness, this morning started out on a very nice and peaceful note and I loved it. I took my time in my journal. Hi, Queen. Hi, Anna. Hello. So I had a great peaceful morning and then hi Bianca and then I decided I was going to take a nice shower, get ready for my live, and just one shenanigan after another for me. Don't want to get into it because I'll just get moody. Hi Barbie. Hi Bestie. Hi Lee. Oh, hey Camille. Guys, I'm so glad you're here. Okay. Hi Susan. Okay, so I am popping in live because I want to just share about my newest launch, my brand new program that I created just for us right now called Fearless Foundations. Thank you, Queen. These glasses, Queen said she likes my glasses. Well, she said it way cooler than that. But these are from a website called peepers.com, and they are blue light filtering. So I wear them for work and it works for me. I'm so excited too, Susan. Okay, so as we're going here, I want to share with you a little bit about Fearless Foundations because I find that people, I can articulate my message pretty well verbally, and I did type a bunch of stuff in the sales page. If you want to find out more, there's a link in my bio, and I'll also be putting a link here in the comments or the description itself, so you can head there, shaunaklingerman.com/ff. But I, in addition to doing, my sales page and sending some emails, and I'll be posting about it, I wanted to just get on here and really kind of share where I'm coming from, what my heart is behind this program, and how I hope that it meets everyone right where they're at. And there's a little irony in the fact that I woke up this morning, right before my live, when I was going to talk about this, that I had a bunch of shower drama, which sounds funny. It's just, I couldn't find the clothes I needed. My makeup was missing. The neighbors can see in our window now. It's like just a bunch of like random stuff, but made me moody, and it threw me off. Like, frankly, it just threw me right off, and I was in such a good headspace. Also, I'm like, I should have blow dried just a little bit longer. I was in like a really good headspace before my shower. I did some journaling, which I'm going to talk to you about in just a minute because it's really closely related to what I want to do together in Fearless Foundations. But because I think right now, here's kind of my like assessment of my own mental state. And if you can agree with me, I'd love for you to let me know in the comments. But here's kind of what I'm feeling coming up for me is that I know that I want to move forward. I know that I want to do good things. I'm excited about my life. I have ideas and heart. And also, it's like, and also, not but and also, I am on a short, what is the word? Like, I have a short fuse right now. I'm tired. I'm frustrated. I'm feeling the weight of what so many people are carrying. I'm carrying some weight of my own. We've all been through the ringer. Like, we've had a year of hard things. We've faced a lot, from justice issues to our mortality to things that we thought were safe and okay are not safe and okay. It's a lot. It's actually making me a little emotional just to say it all out loud because the truth is it's intense, right? And so when I have a morning like today where I am like in the like, okay, I'm rolling, I've got this, I feel good, and then something sends me off, like something happens and it shakes me, and I feel like my footing is just not as solid as it usually is. Because although I get frustrated about stuff, when your fuse is short and you are tired, the little things can feel like they are knocking you right off your feet really fast. It can be like, forget it, I can't do any of this, never mind. Or maybe the other thing that we might do is we might like hunker down and be like, dang it. I almost said a bad word because I think that feeling is like, gosh darn it, I am not gonna, this is not gonna throw me off. And we can like dig our heels in and push, push, push. Or maybe we can't because we're just so dang tired and we just want to give up. Or maybe we want to take it out on somebody. First of all, likely we take it out on ourselves. I definitely played the like, why am I so fat game while I was getting ready after I got stressed out about other things, because that's one of our coping strategies, right? And so, although I like walked in here and I was like, excuse me, I was like, why am I starting this live about something I'm so excited about? And here I am feeling funky. This sucks. But dare I say that maybe that's not at all the case, because the truth is that is such a good picture, a clear image of where we're at right now, how it feels for so many of us. I know because I'm paying attention and listening, I know that this is not just me and it's not just you. There is a universal feeling of being at the end of our ropes, right? And so that, my friends, is exactly why I decided to create and launch Fearless Foundations right now. This is the time of year usually that I create I run my Fearless Art program. Fearless Art is 8 weeks long. It's very intense. It's a 25 people limit, or it has been a 25 people limit in the past. And the cost is high, the investment is high, the time investment is high. It is something that takes a lot of courage. And it works, and I love it, and it is an amazing, life-changing program. We have some alumni from Fearless Art in here, and they can tell you that the work that we do in there is real and good, and it makes a difference. However, friends, right now, it feels unfair. Like, I really sat with it for a good month, thinking, like, can I ask my community, my people, myself, but especially the people that I am guiding, can I ask all of you to do the brave work of Fearless and to be thinking future, 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 and to be dreaming big and to be like releasing all of our fear. I want all of us to release our fear. But right now, that's like the biggest ask I could imagine, right? Because things are so scary and hard. And the thing that I see even with myself and my sweet alumni that are here, Barbie's here, I see Elisa, I see LaQuisha Confident Canvas, and this girl saved Camille, and I know Bianca is here. So I know that work is good work, and we did some beautiful things together, and in the fall I believe we're going to be ready again for that. But even for myself, and I know the Fearless system down pat, even for my alumni, there are things that we're struggling with, right? All of us. And as I visioned what I wanted to bring forth, how I wanted to serve maybe in an alternate way this season, because I don't want to set people up for something that is like too much to ask right now in this moment in time. Um, as I was visioning it, I thought I want to create a safe space. I want to create a haven, an atmosphere of acceptance. I want to create a community. And most of all, more than anything, I want to serve as a guide and an example. And the reason I say guide instead of teacher is because I want to be like, if imagine we're all on this hike together of navigating these hard times, like I want to go out in front and walk right there with you, because I've got work to do too. We've all got work to do, and the work that we have to do right now is not to push ourselves harder. That is why I wanted to pivot this and think about it from a different perspective. I don't want us to push ourselves harder right now. I want us to take care of ourselves. That is Fearless Foundations. That is why I have decided to go this route. I have my little sales page up here because I wanted to walk you through. Oh, you guys, I have a package here and I'm excited because it's for Fearless Foundations. I'll talk about that in a minute. I opened my sales page because I wanted to walk you through the everything that we had, and I didn't want to forget. But also, I want to encourage you, if you want to read all the nitty gritty, definitely check out our page, because it has a lot of info on there for you. But I want to tell you in a real nutshell, like that what we're going to do in Fearless Foundations is talk about how to build a solid footing so that as things shift and change during this time, because they are, we will be ready for whatever comes next. And I don't mean that in an ominous way. I mean that in a, things are coming. Things are coming. And I know that I, for one, as things shift and move forward, because they do and they will, I want to feel as grounded as possible. I want to feel really clear on what I need. I want to feel really clear on what I've been through and how I can process that and not in reactivity move into an unhealthy space in the future. Because what can happen for us when we're living in the midst of trauma, what can happen for us is that we can start being in a brain space of just responding and reacting because we're so tired, and it can cause us to take steps that we wouldn't want to take, or to not take steps that we would want to take in the future. And I want to be careful, because I don't want to say, hey, let's take all these steps right now. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Like, I appreciate that message and I think it's important. And there are definitely voices in our world, in our universe, in our community that are called to speak different things at different times. But right now I'm feeling this calling to say, hey, it's okay. Like, let's slow down. Let's slow down. Let's give ourselves oodles of permission and space and acceptance for what is right now. Because the truth is, like, that's what we've got, right? We don't know what's coming. Now more than ever, we don't know what's coming. And what's happened, we can't change. But where we are right now, being in this moment and using it to take care of ourselves, that is something that we have power to do. And so I'm excited and I'm grateful that this moment is here, because I think it has something to offer us. So we're going to talk about self-care in this program. It is a 4-week group program that is going to be personal. We're going to have a lot of community and connection. We are going to have prizes. We are going to have free digital swag, coupon codes, all sorts of things for everybody that joins. We also have 50 grab bags that are a free bonus for our first 50 signups, which, by the way, are almost halfway sold out, and we've only been live, less than 24 hours. So, but I want that to be available to you if you would like to sign up quickly. That being said, this is not a high pressure anything. I don't want to pitch you hardcore with high pressure for why you should sign up right now. No, I don't want you to think sign up, and there's all this work that we're going to do, and we're going to I do not want this to feel like pushy, aggressive energy space. 1, because I don't like that, but 2, because I want this space more than anything I've ever offered to feel grounded and peaceful and calm and safe. And so as we work through in our sales page here, when you scroll down, it talks about what we're going to talk about over the 4 weeks of the program. We're going to talk about creating a safe space for your thoughts and feelings. We're going to talk about identifying and meeting your needs. We're talking about giving yourself permission and trusting yourself, which are all these foundational, grounding self-care skills. And what I love about these is that I think sometimes we talk about self-care and people assume that I mean exercise or a bubble bath or going to the spa or cutting out sugar. And all of those things can indeed be self-care if they're done in a caring way. But none of those things are the heart of self-care, right? Because the heart of self-care is looking inward at yourself and saying, how do I take care of myself? And so these foundational, I'm pointing at my lesson and you can't see it. These foundational lessons we're going to work through are about the heart of self-care, so that when we talk about how to create a safe space for your thoughts and feelings, you can choose what kind of self-care makes that possible for you from a practical perspective, from a personal perspective, because what we can do and what we enjoy and are fed by doing is all different. Of course, I'm an artist. I'm a creativity junkie and mentor, and I value art and creativity as a self-care practice. And so the other element of this course is that we are going to be building self-care through journaling and creative practices. So if you haven't seen, I'm going to do this and just show you. If you haven't seen my creative journal, I've been doing this since last January. Every day-ish, I try to get in here, and I use printable stickers, hand lettering, labels, sticker boxes, etc. Sometimes, let me see if I can find it for you. Sometimes I pull out paint and watercolor. Sometimes I glue and tape in things that have inspired me. Sometimes I use sticky notes. I put my COVID vaccine sticker. So this, although, I love it. It's beautiful. For me, this is it's more than a showstopper. It's not a showstopper. It's more than this artistic endeavor I am doing. This is a space that I use to practice exactly. There's some paint I did. This is the space that I use to practice those self-care things that we learn in this course. And so as I use Fearless Foundation, as I use this theme of taking care of yourself and being kind to yourself, I am doing every day, every week, I will be giving you creative techniques, tips, ideas, so that you can create your own safe space. I love a journal for that. This, my friends, is the Archer and Olive journal, and I'm just gonna make this fun announcement right now. If I have a code for saving on this journal, and if you are signed up for the course, I'm gonna be sending you an email with that code, as well as a few other things that I use. You do not have to buy a bunch of stuff though. I will also, though, in our Archer and Olive very generously donated prizes so that one winner from each week of Fearless Foundations will get their own journal. And the journal that they're donating to the winner is absolutely fantastic. And that's kind of part of the fun of what we're doing here, because not only am I going to be showing, obviously, like we're going to have weekly calls. We're going to have a Tuesday, Talk About It Tuesday live, which is kind of like a video podcast episode from me, for lack of a better term. I don't do a podcast yet. Someday I will, and I may actually pull from Talk About It Tuesdays I've done in the past with various groups, because basically what I do in my Talk About It Tuesday is, for example, on the Monday of week 1, we're going to talk about creating a safe space for your thoughts and feelings, and strategies for how to get thoughts from your head onto a page, how to identify them, how to just release them. I'm going to include some creative tips. Then, so there'll be like a few creative practices to do. A list every week. There'll be like just a list of ideas for you to pull from. And so Archer and Olive, what was I going to say? Sorry, I got distracted. Now I'm going to tell you that part later. So I, on Tuesdays, am going to go live in our Facebook group, but also if you're not a Facebook person, don't worry. I'm going to share all of the content in a Teachable platform that everybody has access to. But in our Talk About It Tuesday, I will be sharing really specifically my heart, and I'll respond to feedback that I'm getting. I'll talk about right now what's happening in time and how we can iterate on what I taught on Monday, because this is not just a drop lessons at you and run type of atmosphere. This is a space where I want to show up for you and really do like guide you when you're on that like hike metaphor, right? There's gonna be rocks we have to climb over, there's gonna be roadblocks, there's gonna be cliffs that we have to watch out for, and I use that Talk About It Tuesday time to cover that. Then we'll also have a call every week, at least one call. If we end up passing that 50 mark, I will do 2 calls so that we have extra time. But every week we're going to have alternate between evening and daytime calls in which we just talk about where we're at. We'll talk about what it's like to get our thoughts on the page. You can ask questions. You can share your heart. It is going to be putting into practice the ideas that we talk about, because we're going to talk about identifying and putting your feelings out there, and then we're going to have an opportunity to share about it. Finally, because each week is going to involve optional activities, there's not going to be a specific assignment, but instead a mishmash of options of how to use your journal or your creative practice to put these things into place. But I will have a thread where we share what we did that week. Everybody will have an opportunity to share a photo from their journal page or a piece of art, or and when I say a photo from your journal page, friends, I mean like if you just journal, you are winning. Like this is not a creativity contest. And so everybody will be able to share their work, and then we'll pick a winner from our share thread every single week. And Archer and Olive, among several, like so many other amazing companies have volunteered to sponsor our prizes, our swag bags, and our digital swag, which goes to everybody beyond the 50. So you are going to get so many resources that will serve you. There's going to be some fun opportunities to win. So between all of that, there's just like a lot of things that you'll be able to glean from. And all of it, I want it to be in the context of how it best serves you. So do not come into this, you do not have to come in. This is, I don't want to boss you around. I want you to choose for you. But you do not have to come into this space feeling apologetic about what you do or don't know. Or, I mean, maybe you'd feel apologetic about what you do know. I don't know, maybe you would, but you don't have to come in feeling apologetic about what you don't know. You don't have to come in feeling like you're not creative enough. There's no creative enough mark. I'm teaching for everyone. And you don't have to come in thinking you're doing something wrong if you don't do all of the things. So, okay, awesome, yay. So if you want to register, there is a link in my bio. It is shawnaklingerman.com/FF. And when I share this video, I will also add that link in the description here. You can register right there. Like I said, I think we have 25-ish more grab bags. But beyond the grab bags, there will be plenty for everybody. Companies have been really, there are some companies that I hold really dear to my heart that I have worked with. Catherine Pooler, Paper House Productions, Illustrated Faith. Also, some of my Fearless alumni, some dear friends from the community like Brianna Showalter and Brandy Kincaid, Mandy Ford. When this idea came to me, I decided to reach out and see if there was a way to provide you with more resources for your journals. That's where that started, because I have some printables for your journal, and I'm going to give you printables, but I want you to feel so much creative permission to do what serves you. And if you don't know what serves you, that is just fine, because that's literally what this class is about. I want to help you find that. I want to help you learn more about that. So our price is on the website, but I'll share right here too. It is $225 or 3 payments of $77. And I know it can feel really hard to spend money on yourself. I understand that. When I go into pricing, I put so much heart and thought and intention into where I land on that price point. And that price is exactly what it needed to be. And I am really hopeful that the payment option makes it more possible for you. Those of the ladies that have joined me in Fearless Art know that that is a really low price. Fearless Art is about 3 times that much. I think I could math it. It's just about 3 times that much, somewhere around that. And Fearless students over and over have shared that the process and the time and the community is worth it, because the work that we do isn't just short-lived, and it's not just about one project or one skill. It's this long-lasting changes that happen in your mind and your heart when you learn to honor yourself. And so Fearless Foundations, the first 15 signups were alumni that were just so excited to do this work because they know, like, and so I hope that when you see the page and you read through their testimonials, you will feel it, that I want this to be something that serves you, which is exactly why I'm offering it. Everything about the way that I'm offering it is really intentional to help take care of you and help you learn how to take care of yourself, which is the end goal, because in the end, that's where our power is that we hold the keys to self-care. We hold the keys to giving ourselves what we need as grown women in this world, or men, if there are any men watching, but I generally have women watching, or, everybody, like all human people, all of us, whoever you are, we own the keys. And so this is about uncovering those keys and learning how to plug them in, learning how to take care of yourself. And the time that you take in this course can be, it's more than a course, it's a group, a program, but the time that you take as you work through this is up to you. And it is going to be built so that you can spend 5 minutes a day or 5 hours a day. You could spend a few hours on the weekend kind of just working through 1 week at a time, or you can plug in a little bit at a time every day. I will share my journaling process, which I really prioritize. Has taken me it takes me around an hour in the morning, but I'm practicing my lettering. I'm often listening to a podcast. There's a lot of things that go into it. So if you would like to join us, please do. I would love that. I would love to answer any of your questions. You can leave questions in this box right here. I think there's a question, little talkie bubble with a question in it. If you press it, I should be able to see it. And if you don't have any questions and something comes up later, you will, I would love to hear from you. That's what I'm trying to say. Yes, Camille, yes. That is the other super important piece of this program and everything that I do is that we are building a community, a space. This is about people coming together and supporting each other through some real hard stuff, right? This is about that family that we build. And to date, there has not been a round of Fearless Art. There has not been a round of Fearless Summer Camp even, which was much bigger in scale, that hasn't felt like a space to be loved and accepted, to meet people right where they're at, and to find community and connection to support you. It's so important. Susan, oh my goodness, yes, I need the community too. I need the community, and I'm so glad that you get to be part of it with us, because the community it doesn't end after 4 weeks. After 4 weeks, we stopped doing, we archive the group, we stopped doing all of the like the activities, but the bonds that we build through this are gonna last. They do. And I love that about building communities. I'm really passionate about bringing people together. It's one of my favorite things, because I think that we're in this world together, right? That's how we make it through. And so I am really excited to watch that community bloom. What else did I want to share? So yes, first 50 to sign up, we'll get the grab bag. Everybody who signs up gets oodles of digital downloads from myself and other sponsors. I have coupons for you. There are going to be weekly prizes that have been sponsored by some amazing companies, including Archer and Olive. Many of you have seen and requested the permission slips that I share on my feed often. I send these to our Fearless Art members every session, and these are going to be sent and or given as a free download to everybody in the course too. So in the grab bag, you'll get a little pack of these. If you don't get one of the 50 spots, you will get a digital download with all of these. And honestly, if the demand is there, I can create a sale for these, like a low cost order form for those, for Fearless Foundation members specifically. I like to keep these kind of like a little bit special for my Fearless family. And so these are kind of exclusive, and I use these literally all the time to give myself permission to do things, which is one of the things we're going to talk about in Fearless Foundations. Okay. It's going to be awesome. Oh yes, my exciting package came to the door. I think it's from one of the companies. One of the companies that is sponsoring me. I already have a few things in my hands. I want to surprise everybody with what's inside. But I have to tell you, it's kind of amazing the things that these fantastic companies have sent me. You're gonna die. And you're just gonna like freak out. You are fearless, Susan. Yes. There are just some amazing things. Like, I don't want to show them all to you because I really do think I'm gonna surprise you. But friends, it's gonna be fun. And I have started getting digital downloads from some of my contributors as well, and these ladies are knocking it out of the park. They are beautiful. I'm working on oodles of downloads for you as well. It's gonna feel good. It's gonna feel good, and it's gonna be a beautiful, beautiful, safe space that I think is going to be what today is calling for. Everything will be hand packed by me. Yes, you guys, so when I send out packages, let me see if I can, you guys, my office is okay. When I send out packages, I put my sticky note shredding in it. I don't know if you've seen me on my feed do that, but I have been madly shredding extra sticky notes so that I can stick them in your packs. And yes, I'm excited. I'm so excited. Let's see. What else did I want to share? I think that's all. If anybody has any questions, please feel free to reach out. I will definitely be sharing more in my stories. I'm going to share some common questions and answers in my stories. I am going to share this to my stories if you want to share it or watch it again. I would love that. This is the only thing I wanted to cover as far as questions, because it's a very common question I get from people, is that people ask, do I have to be an artist to sign up? That is my most common question. People ask that with Fearless Art often, and people have already asked that with this program. And I just want to reiterate that I did not create this program for professional artists to become better professional artists. Fearless Art is actually not only for people that are artists as well, but this program especially, it is so grounded in practical skills and tips that the art portion it's like a bonus. The art is like a cherry on top that can help you work through things, that it can help you process. I use art to teach me things and to get comfortable in my skin. I use art to feel at ease. And all of that is self-care skills, but art can kind of like help reinforce it. And so I'm going to share some art techniques and tips, some design things and some paint things, both like free-spirited, free-flowing things and like more structured, practical things that can help you in your journaling, help you in putting things down on paper, but that aren't, they're not for artists, they're for all of us. And I want you to identify with that piece of you that is an artist. I don't want you to feel like there's some invisible barrier that you can't cross in order to use creativity to process and take care of yourself and process your feelings. Oh, hey, hi, Dan. Dan is an artist. Actually, Prado Inkworks is a local artist that does comic book work, and he's amazing, friends. Yes, we will meld together art and self-care. And being an artist is absolutely not a prerequisite. Absolutely. I'm trying to think if I've had any other questions. I think that's it. I would love to hear from you if there's anything you need. I'm going to go. Otherwise, this is going to end up super duper long. But friends, I would love to have you. I'm so excited to see all of you here that have already joined. This is going to be a really beautiful opportunity to connect and take care of each other. I'm really looking forward, to doing this work right alongside you. I'm really looking forward to the space that it's going to give me to process and get settled and ground and find my footing. And I know that it's going to be something that helps you do the same. Thank you for being here. Thank you for your love and support. And I will be sharing with you more soon. All right, the link will be in my bio. Also going to post it in this video when I share it right now. Friends, let's do this. Let's build a firm foundation. Let's take care of ourselves. While we take care of each other, let's take care of ourselves, and let's find that peace and that grounding that will help us just be ready for the next step. Oh, you know what, friends? That was such a good ending. May 1st is when we start. That's what I missed in all of my info. May is going to be a great month. Yes, Camille, because May 1st is when we begin. So registration is open. It's going to stay open. Those 50 grab bags, when they sell out, then registration will continue to be open. But if you want to make sure to snag one, that's the only reason that you might want to be in a hustle or a hurry. But it's okay. We're going to get there. We're going to have an incredible month in May, and I am looking forward to it. All right, friends.